Om. युहन्तः प्रविश्यामपाचं मां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञाभक्तिविनीतयः दीप्तिश्चाभिमता नित्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। So in the previous class we started with the discussion of Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad as presented by Ramaraya. This Kathopanishad, as I was mentioning, is also referred to as Kathakopanishad. So Kathopanishad or Kathakopanishad. The word Katha refers to the name of a rishi. There is also a verb called Katha. So this Katha verb means Krichracharanam. Krichracharanam means observing austerities. So this is what the word literally means. So Katha Krichracharane, suppose you take, this is Bhvadi, like Patati, Patataha, Patanti, Kathati, Kathata, Kathanti. So this is something which is not quite familiar, but this word Katha is also used in this sense. So when you say Kathopanishad, in fact the word Katha has 3-4 different meanings. As it is, the noun form itself, it has different meanings. So there is a kosha, it's called Hemachandra Kosha. So some authors quote this. In the kosha we have the word Katha defined as Katho munau tadakhyata vedat Dhyetrijñayosvare. Katho munau tadakhyata vedat Dhyetrijñayosvare. What does it mean? Kathaha munau. So munau means in the sense of a seer, muni. The word Katha is used in the sense of muni. So a rishi by name Katha, like Bharadvaja and so on. Katho munau. It is also used in the sense of Tadakhyata Vedadhyetr Nyayoho. So this is another way. Tadakhyata. So Tadakhyata means whatever that has been stated by him. Tadakhyata Veda. Veda is used in the sense of Jnanam. Vedaha means Jnanam. It is a Shabda Rashi. Tadakhyata Vedadhyetru means, so those who are doing the Adhyayana of what has been revealed by Katha. Tadakhyata Vedadhyetru Jnayoho. So one is Adhyayana, the other is getting the meaning. So it is used in this senses also. Now when you want to understand the term Kathopanishad, so we had a very brief discussion in the previous class because I had to rush for some other meeting. So this Katha Upanishad, when you say, so it can be understood as Kathaprokta Upanishad. So Kathaprokta means that which has been stated by, revealed by Katha, you can say. So Kathaprokta Upanishad, so then generally one expects a certain suffix an. So Kathaprokta means one expects Katha. So one should say Kathopanishad, it is not there, it is Kathopanishad. The other peculiarity about these two words, Katha and Charaka, is there is a sutra which has been laid down by Panini. Katha Charaka Luk. This is a sutra. See, Katha Charaka Luk. We have Charaka Samhita. Katha Charaka Luk. Luk means something gets dropped. What gets dropped? The an suffix, Tena Proktam, is indicated by a certain suffix called an. So this an gets completely dropped, and therefore Kathena Proktam, it will be Katham, it will not be Katham. So this is what we have to understand. Okay, so this is how the words have been employed, and therefore Panini introduces a sutra to explain this. So Kathopanishad, we can understand it this way. The other thing I was just thinking, so it is not wrong, but will it be most appropriate is something which one can think of. So I told you just now that the word Katha also refers to observing austerities, Krichacharanam. If you want to get the form Kathaka from Katha, then this is simply like Pachaka. Nuvul Pratyaya. Okay. So Pachaka, what does it mean? It means Kartari. This suffix comes in Kartari sense. The one who observes that activity. Pachaka means the cook. Gayaka means the one who sings. Right? So there the symbol will be replaced by Aka, and therefore we will have the form Pachaka. Similarly, we can say Kathaka. What would this mean then? The one who observes these austerities. Understand? So Kathaka. So Kathakopanishad means the knowledge which has been prevailing among those who were observing austerities. So one can derive it this way also. Because in certain texts we have Kathakopanishad. Whether one can derive this Kathaka form in some other way associated with Katha, the name of the Rishi, is something which is to be investigated by grammarians. So which we will not do now. But anyway, both forms are there, Kathopanishad and Kathakopanishad. Okay, so this is what the name of the Upanishad is. And in the previous class, I just read the first verse of the Kathopanishad as available in Vedanta Muktavali. So let us read the verse and then we will further continue. Yashreyo-bhilashatyavaptumanaghaha mokshatmakam dhimata tenartheshu griheshu bandhushu sutap ratranganasu kvachit udyaneshu ratheshu bhumishu tanau swargopabhogeshvapi prityashe avidhaya shantamanasa sushrūṣaniyo guru. This is somewhat strange to see Ramaraya omitting almost the entire Prathamavalli, but he has sort of paraphrased. I was mentioning in the previous class, this Kathopanishad essentially consists of 6 vallis. So 3 vallis divided into 2 parts. So this Prathamavalli consists of 29 mantras. So there is a very interesting episode with which it commences. Ushana havaiva jashravasassalvave dasandadau tasya nachiketa nama putra asa. So he does not commence with the episode. So the episode was briefly touched upon in the previous class. But what Ramaraya seems to do is, so he paraphrases the mental state in which Nachiketa was and the state in which one is expected to be in order to derive this jnana and immediately put into force in one's own life. So that is what he is trying to paraphrase here. So he doesn't narrate the episode at all. He doesn't even touch upon. So if you look at the second mantra, then it immediately moves to the second valli. So which I will show you the connection. The first verse here, so does not touch upon the episode. It simply captures the gunas that Nachiketas had in order to receive the Satma Vidya from Yama. So the dialogue that takes place between Nachiketa and his father, the dialogue that takes place between Yama and Nachiketas, both have been left out. Okay. So here, the last line, did we read the commentary in the previous class? Not. Okay. So we will read the commentary. We read the verse and we sort of interpreted the verse. I will start with the commentary. अथ कठोपनिषत् व्याख्यायते. कठोपनिषद व्याख्यायते. This is the pratigna. So we are commenting upon the Kathopanishad. Guru Shushrooshaya Vidya. So this is a quarter of a verse. You know the verse? Guru Shushrooshaya Vidya Chaturthi Nopapadyate Athava Vidya Vidya. So it says, see, Pushkalena Dhanena Va. See, there are 3-4 means which are being stated. So Guru Shushrooshaya Vidya. See this, so people need not take it to be doing actual service to Guru. So suppose 100 people want to learn from Guru. So all of them cannot do service. Right? So all of them cannot do service. Right? So one can do Pada Sevanam, other can do Vastra Prakshalanam, other can cook, that is all. But beyond that it is not possible. So here the word Sushrusha, so that's why I think he is starting with, in his commentary, Guru Sushrushaya Vidya iti Nyayat Vidyavaptaye Guru Sushrusham Sarvakama Sanyasa Purvikam Vidadhati Yaha iti. This is how he does the avatarika for this shloka. So here he brings in the phrase Sarvakarma Sanyasa Purvikam. Okay. So Guru Sushrusham. The word Sushrusha is Shrotum Icha. Shru Dhatu, then we have a suffix san. San essentially means Icharthe. Such a Shrotum Icha. But Shrotumichha means an intense desire to gain this knowledge from Guru by the process of carefully listening to what he is saying. So we can take it at that. Guru Sushrusha. So the Sushrusha in this sense is a prerequisite even when you want to do actual seva. So unless you have a serious intent to listen to what he is saying, how can you do seva? So here this Guru Sushrusha is the phrase with which the verse almost ends. Guru Sushrushani, Sushrushaniyo Guruhu. So here he is saying Guru Sushrusham Sarvakarma Sannyasa Purvikam Vidadhati. So this Sarva Kama Sannyasa Purvikam. Okay, Sarva Kama Sannyasa Purvikam. Okay, Vidadhati. So we will see that what are the things that are being stated here. Anaghaha. First is Anaghaha. Anaghaha means one who does not have papa. Okay. In fact, this Manushya Janma that we get is because of both Punya and Papa. You should not say only Papa, then there is a problem. Okay. So here we get this Manushya Janma. Okay. So Shubhair apnoti devatvam Ashubhair narakim tanum Ubhapyam punya papapyam Manushyam labhate. See, this is how the Shastra goes. Okay. Shubhair apnoti devatvam Ashubhair narakim tanum Ubhapyam punya papapyam. So this Janma is because of lot of punya and some papa also. Okay. Ubhapyam punya papapyam. Now Anaghaha means, so almost in the verge of. In fact, Adhika punya is required, little papa is. Okay. So Anaghaha means almost getting rid of. Okay, all papas. It is essential because for us to have even a clarity in thinking. Okay. So this papa should not be there. It will come and simply clutter our mind. Okay. So here he is saying Nishpapaha. Then Sapapasya Mumukshayaha Eva. The Sapapasya should be one word. It cannot be Sapapasya. So there is a typo there. So first you have to put a full stop. Anaghaha means Nishpapaha. Over. Okay. The one who is devoid of papa. The next thing is, so in fact, Anaghaha, you should not say completely. So this Nan can also be in Alparthe. Okay, so Alparthe, Papa. Sapapasya Mumukshayaha eva Anudayat. So Mumuksha Moktum Ichha will not even be there. Okay, Anudayat iti bhavaha. Idancha anaghatvam ihajanmani janmantareva anushthitaihi nishkama vihita karmabhihi bhavati. So how do you get this? So by performing nishkama karma in this janma or janmantara. Okay. So janmantara sukrutam. So that is what will lead you to get this little bit of mumukshutvam and ruchi in Vedanta. Anaghatvam iha janmani janmantareva anushthitaihi nishkama vihita karmabhihi bhavati. Okay. So nishiddha karma should anyway not be performed. So vihita karma should be performed. And even there, nishkama karma. So that is what he is saying. Yaha mokshatmakam shreyaha Nishreyasam avaptum praptum abhilashati tena dhimata buddhishalina. These are all simple, straightforward phrases. Mokshatmakam shreyaha is what he is saying. mokshatmakam shreyaha. In fact, the word shreyaha should be understood in the light of the beginning of the second value. Shreyascha preyascha manushyametaha. In fact, it starts with the mantra Anyat Shreyaha Anyadutaiva Preyaha Devubhe Nanarthe Purushagum Sinitaha Tayo Shreya Adadanasya Sadhu Bhavati Hiyate Arthadyavu Preyo Vrinite. The Shreyaha and Preyaha so refer to two things which come to this Purusha. Manushyam. So it just come on their own. The choice is yours. The choice is left to us. So what is the Shreyaha? He is explaining. So Shreyaha, as it is, the word Shreyaha comes from the word Prashasya. Okay. So this Prashasyasya Shraha is the sutra. Prasasyasya Shraha. The replacement. The Prashasya is replaced by Shraha. So there are two things which are available to you. Of the two, Atishayena Prashasyaha. Idam anayoho atishayena prashasyam. So it is in this sense you refer to Shreyaha. Okay. So atishayena prashasyam means something which is far more superior than that. So that is how the word Shreyaha comes. Why is he using this to refer to moksha? So this is because other purusharthas are definitely something which is worth pursuing. Not completely, but both of them. So instead of sitting idly, doing nothing, so at least artha, kama, so you can do something, dharma. So simply doing nothing. See, there are some people whose work is only to create some obstacles. So these are all some special jantus. Okay. So because of influence of some agha, so their thinking is like that. So being a source of trouble to others gives them immense pleasure. So this is one kind of jantu. Now this he is talking about. Okay. So instead of that, you engage in some activity. Whether it is dharma, artha, kama, which will be useful, that is also okay. But moksha is something which is far more superior and therefore it is called Shreyaha. That is also Prashasya. The other three is also Prashasya. But this is far more Prashasya. Atishayena. So therefore Shreyaha. So that is how you understand the word to refer to moksha. Parama Purushartha. They are also Purusharthas, but this is Parama Purushartha. So that is what one has to understand here. Then he is saying, so that is why he is using the phrase Nishreyasam. Comparative means always you can compare two things. This is better than that, this is better than that. There is nothing which is better than this. So that is what he clarifies by saying Nishreyasam. Avaptum praptum abhilashati. Abhilashati tena dhimata buddhishalina. By the person who is seeking for this Parama Purushartha, what is to be done? He says, Artheshu dhaneshu griheshu bandhushu sutabhrat ranganasu. So these are all simple phrases. Okay. So deep attachment towards money, griha, bandhus. So all of them are listed. Dareshu cha. So then another class. Uddyaneshu ratheshu bhumishu tanau swasharire. Okay. So this is one class. The other is, so other sources of pressure, external things. Okay? Not necessarily human beings. Udyaneshu, ratheshu, bhumishu, tanau. Even in one's own body, finally he says, tanau sharire. Then, swargopabhogeshu cha kvachidapi. Swargopabhogeshu. Swargopabhoga essentially refers to a certain place where you don't have any kind of dukkha. So one after the other only sukha, let us assume. So that is what Swargopabhogeshu cha kvachidapi kasmin kvachidapi. Here he is saying kasmimshchidapi vastuni kasmimshchidapi kale. Okay, so both are essential. So we saw no earlier, smashana vairagyam will be there. See, if there is a bereavement, so temporarily there can be a vairagya. So that is why he is using the phrase kasmimshchidapi kale, kasmimshchidapi vastuni. So at all times, in all entities. Okay. So in all entities, at all dareshu api, there will be some problem, right? So Sutta also, for a short while, so yeah, the payina patte. But later, I mean, it may change. So there is a phrase in Tamil. இந்த பிள்ளைய வளர்த்ததுக்கு ஒரு தென்னம்பிள்ளைய வளர்த்துருக்கலாம் அப்படி. தென்னம்பிள்ளைய வளர்த்தான். See, தென்னம்பிள்ளை means you could have spent your time in growing a coconut tree instead of bringing up this boy. At least that would have yielded something. See, தென்னம்பிள்ளை is a phrase. இந்த பிள்ளை means this boy. Yeah. So that is what it is. So here, so he is saying, Swargopabhogeshu kvachidapi kasmimshchidapi vastuni kasmimshchidapi kale va prityashe. Prityashe. Pritihi asha. So this we explained, I think, in the last class, the distinction between the two. So pritihi essentially means attachment. Okay? So here, this is generally with some entity which you have got. Asha is some hope with which you will get. Okay? So these two both have to be dropped. Prityashe avidhaya. So here he is saying avidhaya means akrutva. Akrutva. So then he is quoting a sutra. So here this is just a grammatical peculiarity. See, ashe avidhaya. So generally when you have a, then the following letter a, so avagraha will be put, that will be swallowed. Okay, so then there will be a problem. Metrical problem will be there. You should have 19 syllables, only 18 syllables will be there. So he is just saying, idude divachanam pragrihyam. It's a sutra. So when it is a divachana, so then this will not happen. Pragrihya samya means, so the sandhi will not take place. Okay, you just take it that. Okay. So this is a divachana. Pritischa ashacha prityashe. Okay. So therefore, so the sandhi will not take place. Therefore, a will remain as a. So that is why prityashe avidhaya shantamanasa. Asandhihi. Asandhihi means there is no sandhi here. Okay. So because of divachana and followed by a. Now shantamanasa. Shantamanasa. Shantena prasannena manasa. A mind which is tranquil. Okay. Shanta manasa guruhu sushrusaniyaha. Okay. Guruhu sushrusaniyaha. Who is this guru? He is saying Brahmavit upadeshta tattvasya acharyaha. So Brahmavit Upadeshta Tattvasya Acharya. In fact, this phrase Sushrushaniyah. So this is Sushrusha is a word, right? Shru, San, Sushrusha. Shru, San, Sushrusha. After that, there is one more suffix. That suffix is Aniyar. So Tavyat, Tavya, Aniyara. So Tavyat, Tavya, Aniyar. So these are the three suffixes. Okay. These three suffixes generally they go in the sense of karmani. Okay, karmanyarthi. So karmani here means sushrusaniyaha guruhu. Okay. So here, so it is referring to this guru here. So guruhu sushrusaniyaha means, so that guru is the object of your sushrusha. Okay. That is why we have this, no, in the Mundakopanishad. Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmano nirvedamayat nastyakritah kritena tadvijnanartham sagurumeva abhigachet samitpani shrotriyam brahmanishtham. So in fact, keeping that mantra in his mind, so here Ramaraya uses these phrases. See, brahmanishthah upadeshta tattvavit acharya. And the previous adjective that he is using, Shanta Manasa. The Shanta Manasa essentially means a certain tranquility which is achieved, okay, by calming one's own mind. Okay. Shanta Manasa Sushrusaniyo Guruhu. Without a calm mind, you will not be able to receive anything. Therefore, Shanta Manasa. And the Shantatvam, how will it happen? That will happen Parikshya lokan karmachitan brahmano nirvedamayat. By examining these things, is it really worthy pursuing only this? Or can there be something which is much better? Okay. So that is why Parikshya means examining. Once you closely examine, you will realize. So otherwise, you will be simply carried away by the way. So Pariksha Lokan, and this is used as Karmachitan. So Karmachitan Brahmanaha Nirveda Maya. Okay. Nishpurvaka Vididhatu. Okay. This Nirvedaha, how do you get? Vididhatu, but Ni is the prefix. So this essentially means Vairagya. Brahmano nirvedamayat nastyakritah kritena. So that is the reasoning. So akritaha kritena manabhavati. Akritaha here refers to moksha. So moksha is not something which can be achieved through karma. Okay. Nastyakritah kritena. So therefore, here it is saying, Tadvijnanartham sagurumeva abhigachet. In fact, Bhashyakara will say, Gurumeva abhigachet. That eva is avadharanartha. So Shastra vidapi is what he will say. So even if you have the potential to understand these terms, so suppose you are a Vyakarana Shastra Vetta, you are a Nyaya Shastra Vetta. So, for understanding this, Sagurumeva Abhigachet. So, you have to go to a Guru. Okay. Sushrusaniyoha. So, that is what one has to understand by the word Sushrusaniyaha. Okay. So, Sushrusaniyaha means, so you have to do Sushrusha. Okay. So, Shrotum Ichha. शुश्रूषणीयः भजनीयः वै विद्यावाप्तये in order to gain this jnana. Okay, now let us go to the second verse. स्त्री पुत्रार्थगृहादि संसृतिमय
श्रीपुत्रादिगृहादि संसृतिमय स्त्रीपुत्रार्थगृहादि संसृतिमय
प्रेयः फलैकाश्रया विद्या मार्गविलक्षणः प्रेयः फलैकाश्रया विद्या मार्गविलक्षणः फलैकाश्रया विद्या मार्गविलक्षणः प्रेयः फलैकाश्रया विद्या मार्गविलक्षणः लसति स श्रेयोद विद्यापथः लसति स श्रेयोद विद्यापथः लसति स श्रेयोद विद्यापथः भ्रान्ताः पंडितमानिनः भ्रान्ताः पंडितमानिनः भ्रान्ताः पंडितमानिनः गतिभृतो विद्यापथेन्धाश्रयाः गतिभृतो विद्यापथेन्धाश्रयाः गतिभृतो विद्यापथेन्धाश्रयाः कूपेऽन्धा इव संसृतो परिपतन्ति कूपेऽन्धा इव संसृतो परिपतन्ति कूपेऽन्धा इव संसृतो परिपतन्ति अन्ये पुरं ब्रह्मणः अन्ये पुरं ब्रह्मणः अन्ये पुरं ब्रह्मणः. So this verse 15, essentially captures the essence of the first 5 mantras of the second valli. The second valli commences with Shreyascha Preyascha Manushyametaha Tau Samparitya. So first mantra I chanted. The second mantra goes like this. Shreyascha Preyascha Manushyametaha Tau Samparitya Vivinakti Dhiraha Shreyo hi dhiro abhipreyaso vrinite Preyo mando yogaksheman vrinite. So this is what the second mantra is. So Shreyascha Preyascha Manushyametaha Tau Samparitya Vivinakti Dhiraha Shreyo hi dhiraha Abhipreyaso vrinite Preyo mando yogaksheman vrinite. I will quickly render the other two also. Sattvam priyan priyarupamscha kaman. Tvam priyan priyarupamscha kaman. Sattvam priyan priyarupamscha kaman. Abhidhyayan nachiketotyasrakshihi naitam srinkam vittamayim avaptaha. Yasyam majjanti bhavo manushyaha duramete viparite vishuchi. Now you can see the connection between what is stated there and what is stated here. Duramete viparite vishuchi avidyaya cha vidyeti jnata. If you see this Ramaraya, at the end of the first line there is a avagraha. So avidya marga vilakshanaha. Then towards the end of the second quarter he says vidya pathaha. There are two margas which he is talking about. Okay, avidya marga and vidya marga. So this is what this mantra says. Duramete viparite vishuchi avidyaya cha vidyeti jnata. vidyabhipsinam nachiketasam manye natva kama bhavo alolupanta. Then he says avidyayam antare vartamanaha swayam dhirah panditam manyamanaha. You see, in the second half of the verse he says Bhrantaha Panditamaninaha. So that mantra, Avidyayam Antare Vartamanaha Swayam Dhirah Panditam Manyamanaha Dandramyamana Pariyanti Mudhaha Andhenaiva Niyamana Yathandhaha. So he has just paraphrased that here. So if you see here, so here he has explicitly used the word Kupe Andha, blind fellows. One blind fellow said, "Follow me, you get hold of my hand." So that fellow fell somewhere, this fellow also falls. So that is why Andhenaiva Niyamana Yathandhaha. So this is a phrase which we use. Now these 5 mantras have been captured essentially in this verse. So what does he say? Stri putrartha grihadi samsritimaya preyah phalaikashraya vidyaha marga vilakshano lasati saha lasati. So saha lasati, lasati means it shines. So what shines? It is a metaphorical phrase. So what shines? Shreyoda vidyapathaha. Vidyapathaha means, so the path that is shown by this vidya, the vidya marga. Pathaha means marga. So vidyapathaha is qualified by the word shreyodaha. Shreyodaha. Shreyodaha means that which will give you shreya. Okay. So payodaha, that which gives you water, cloud. So this shreyodaha means that which will bestow you with shreya. What is shreya? So as we understood from the previous verse, that which will lead you to moksha. Okay. Shreyoda vidyapathaha saha lasati. So the other thing that he is listing is avidya marga. Vilakshanaha means completely different from that. See, completely different from that. So avidya marga vilakshanaha saha shreyoda vidyapathaha lasati. So this is how we have to understand the anvaya. So avidya marga vilakshanaha is a qualifier to shreyoda vidyapathaha. Now we go to the first line. He says Stri putrartha grihadi samsritimaya preyah phalaikashraya vidya margaha. Stri putra artha grihadi samsritimaya. Samsritimaya. Samsritihi is same as samsara. So he is just listing a few things. So what are the things that he is listing? Striyaha. Okay. So striyaha also includes purusha. If you study, then you should take it as purusha. Okay. Stri putra artha grihaha. Okay. So stri putra artha grihaha. So then he is saying etc. Okay. What do you understand by etc.? So anything that you want to supply there. So some BMW car, whatever you want to supply, you can supply. So phalaikashrayaha. For some people, this adi will mean some house in Switzerland. For some people, Adi will mean one more apple in the food. You understand? So depending upon what your status is. So Adi. so having an apple along with the food will be a luxury for someone. So Stri Putrartha Grihadi Samsriti Mayaha. So here he is just saying, so all these things, Prayah Phalaika Shraya Vidya, these will lead you to Prayah. Prayah means essentially some material benefits, pleasures, comforts, etc. Right? These are Prayah Phala. So, Prayah Phala. So even the word Prayah, so Prayah is to be understood as, it is almost same as Shreya only. So of the two, idam anayoho atishayena, so there you said prashasya, here you will say preeti. So, like this more, you have greater attachment towards this. So this is, so Prayah Phalaika Shraya Vidya Marga. So all of them have been described as sources of samsara. So sources of samsara. And at most it can lead you to Prayah. Okay? Some material gains, some comforts, etc. Prayah Phalaika Shraya Vidya Marga Vilakshanaha. Vilakshanaha means something which is distinct from that. Okay? Vilakshano lasati sashyoda vidyapatha. In fact, I am reminded of an interesting. Some Bairagi says, see, reason. So, see, when I went to a village recently, one fellow, very old man, was almost in rags. So I offered him some dhoti. Fellow refused to take. So then I was reminded of this verse. Now it just flashed in my mind. There is a beautiful verse. Vayamiha paritushtaha valkalai stundukulai samayiha paritosho nirvishesho visheshaha satu bhavati daridraha yasya trishna vishala manasija paritushte Korthavan, Kodaridraha, beautiful philosophy. That is only in the light of that we will be able to understand this. So when we see those living examples, it really touches you. Vayamiha paritushtaha, he says, Valkalaihi. So we are happy with what we have. So with this bar garment we are happy, but you are happy only by wearing some silk. Okay, this China silk, whatever you want to say. Valkalai stvamdukulaihi. Some of them I have seen. They will go and make a choice. They will have 1 inch jarika, as they say. My mother says dukula, so that high quality silk. Some 59,000 will be the value of a sari. Or it can be much more also. I mean, don't be surprised. I'm not joking. Okay? So, Valkalai stundukulaihi. Okay? Samayiha paritoshaha. After all, you are wearing something for nirvishesho visheshaha. I am happy with this, you are happy with this. Yeah, happiness, there is no difference. Satu bhavati daridraha. That fellow is a daridra, real daridra. Who is daridra? Not because he does not possess anything, but he does not possess the secret of happiness, which is satisfaction. Satu bhavati daridraha yasya trishna vishala manasi cha paritushte kurthavan kodaridraha. So a few years back I had a similar experience. So these are people who will teach you lessons which are indelible. Indelible. A living example, you see. Sukorthava. Anyway, he's saying, see, so this is a different thing. Vidyaha marga vilakshanaha, avidya marga vilakshanaha, lasitasa shreyo da vidya pathaha. Once you have this kind of an understanding, you will not have any kind of craving. Even if you lose something, you will not be worried. Otherwise, you will be poita. See, something is gone, so what? See, the lamenting will be gone. Bhrantaha panditamaninaha. He then says, on the other hand, Bhrantah panditamaninaha. Panditamaninaha, they think that they are very knowledgeable, they know how to handle. Vibhrantah panditamaninaha gatibhritaha vidyapathendhashrayaha avidyapathe andhashrayaha kupe andhaha ive. So like the blind people who is led by a blind person, Kupe andha iva samsritaha paripatanti, they will just fall. Anye. On the other hand, Anye here refers to these Shreyoda Vidyapathaha, those who have chosen that path. Puram Brahmanaha. Brahmana Puram means not somewhere. So there is a world where, so he enters. It is not like that. Okay? So into the domain of happiness which is there with you. He enters into the hall of happiness. He enters into the hall of happiness which is really immense and wide. Param Brahmana. So Ananda Rupe Brahmani. So they will just keep dwelling in that. So that is what this verse says. Now let me tell you very quickly this story of Nachiketa. The third verse, this is Sattvam Priyan Paryarupamscha Kaman Abhidhyayan, the third mantra in the second valli. So Yama is in full praise of Nachiketa because he has chosen that. Shreyoda. So Shreyoda Patha. See that marga, Vidya Pathaha. Okay. So Shreyoda Vidya Pathaha he has chosen. So that phrase is basically borrowed from this. See, Sattvam Priyan Priyarupamscha Kaman Abhidhyayan Nachiketo Tyasrakshi Naitam Srinkam Vittamayim Avaptaha Yasyam Majjanti Bahavo Manushyaha. This he is saying. So Nachiketa was offered all sorts of things. Okay? So he lists several things. Then finally he just gives a blank check. Ye kama durlabha martyaloke sarvan kaman chandatah prarthayasva ima rama saratha saturyaha nahi drisha lambhaniya manushyehi. So there cannot be a better way of enticing a person. So he lists several things and then Nachiketa said, no, I don't want anything. Then finally he says, Ye kama durlabha martyaloke. After all, you are a human being. Okay. Martyaloke ye durlabhaha. Whatever is not available there, I will reach. Ye kama durlabha kamaha. So desirable things. Durlabha martyaloke sarvan kaman chandatah prarthayasva. Chandatah means as you like. Swachanda. Chandatah prarthayasva means as you like you ask. Suppose you want to, hey, so even if you have a flight for yourself, there has to be a pilot. That fellow should be available, you have to have. So suppose you think of, suddenly I want to fly. And if I want to land in California next moment, I have a Shakti to land. Chandatah prarthayasva. I will bless you with all that. See, sir, sometimes I get a dream that I fly. I fly and I see all people are less watching at me. So sarvahan kaman chandatah prarthayasva ima rama saratha saturyaha nahi drisha lambhaniya manushyihi. So he says all that. The fellow said no. He said shobhava martyasya yadantakaitad sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejaha api sarvam jivitamalpameva tavaiva vahastava nrityagite navittena tarpaniyo manushyaha lapsyamahe. If there is one sentence which has to be written in golden letters, so this is something which has to be navittena tarpaniyo manushyaha lapsyamahe vittamadrakshma chetva jivishyamo yavadishishyasi tvam varastu me varaniyasayeva. So recalling that reply that Nachiketa gave, I want only that knowledge. So all other things that you offered me does not distract me from getting that knowledge from you. So then that is what Yama is saying. Sattvam priyan priyarupamscha kaman. I offered all these things to you. Abhidhyayan nachiketo tyasrakshi naitam sankam vittamayim avaptaha. Normally which people generally get entangled with, so you somehow totally refused it. See, Sattvam punah punaha. This commentary is a very interesting thing. He says, Sattvam punah punaha maya pralophyamanopi. Again and again, in spite of being enticed by me, pralophyamanopi priyan putradin priyarupamscha apsarah prabhutin lakshanan kaman abhidhyayan chintayan tesham anityatva asaratvadi doshan he nachiketaha. So that is where the crux is. Okay. So whatever be that, so this anityatvam will be there. Asaratvam. Asaratvam is also very interesting phrase. If you really probe into kim samsare saram bahushopi vichintyamana midameva kim samsare saram na. Answer is kim samsare saram. Nothing. Bahushopi vichintyamana midameva. This is in Prashnottarathnamalika. See, atyasrakshihi atisrishtavan means parityaktavan. He just dropped. Aho buddhimatta tava. It's a phrase Bhagavad Pada adds. Aho buddhimatta tava. It's in Bhashya. Aho buddhimatta. Na yetam avaptavanasi srinkam sritim kutsitam mudhajana pravrittam. So that is why he is using the word andhaha. Mudhajana pravrittam vittamayim dhanaprayam. So dhanaprayam. Okay. So yasyam sritau majjanti sidanti bhavaha anekaha mudhaha manushyaha. So this is the kind of praise that Yama has. And then he further divides this two margas, this way, that way, and so on and so forth. So those things we will read through the commentary in the next class. We will stop here. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhanaktu यस्विनापतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सर्वेऽपि सुखिनः सन्तु, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम